So hello again everyone and welcome to another Michigan Military Technical and Historical Society Museum video. Just a little follow-up here on the sandblasting video we posted a few months ago. So today I kind of made I decided to do some service on the sandblaster because it was starting to sandblast a little funny. And so I just wanted to show you some of the maintenance items and the wear items that we have. So the one thing that you probably do the most is replace the lens up here. So like I mentioned, it has this plastic liner that just sort of sticks on here in the back side. So I just put a new one on there. This one didn't store flat, so it's got this weird wrinkle in it. And what'll probably happen is sand will get up in here and end up collecting between, so that this one probably won't last long because it had this. It had a little fold in it when I had it stored, so I was just using it up. So you can kind of see, here's the one I took out. You can see what happens to it pretty well. So the sand gets in there and just fogs it up. So you just have to take these off and replace them periodically. So one of the other things that I talked about in the last one is there was a hole forming in the glove. So you can see here, there's a pretty good hole in there. And it was allowing sand and air to get in and hit me in the thumb. So I had a set of extra gloves, so I went ahead and replaced those. And those can go down there in the trash. So here's the replacement gloves that you can get. Have those installed. They're just held in with hose clamps back here. And one of the other things I did is I did rebuild the gun. We'll go over to the bench and take a look at that for real quick. But one of the other things that you really got to watch, and I've clearly not been paying attention, is your evacuation filter for your dust evacuation system. The sandblasting fine powder will clog these things up quickly. And you can see this, I probably should have done this a while ago, and it's just lazy. So that's what happens, and you'll notice that you can't see real well because this is obviously not sucking debris out of the cabinet the way it should, and so you end up getting a lot of dust and buildup in there, and you end up not being able to see real well. So we'll clean that, or I think I have another filter. I have to look. Either clean this filter or swap a new one in, and that'll work better. We'll be able to see through this lens much better, and the gun will be working a lot better. So hold on here. So here's the part of the gun that you can rebuild. Normally you would just replace the nozzles and this little nozzle here. This goes into the back like that. It just sort of drops in there, and that's what seals the trigger and the air grouping from the nozzle grouping. There's also a little gasket up here that sits behind the nozzle, and you can see this one here. It's got a little bit of wear going on the one edge. You'll find that the sand or the blast media, it shouldn't be sand, does not always go straight up in. Sometimes it kind of goes off to one side, and it'll give you a weird wear pattern. We'll take a look at that in a second. And then here are a couple nozzles, and you can see these are wearing nicely, fairly evenly, but eventually they will wear through completely on the edge here, and sometimes they'll get a thin spot and they'll blow out. These are actually wearing quite nicely, but I went ahead and swapped in a new one. But you can see here on the edges how the difference in the edge, and eventually they will just completely wear through. And you really don't want that to happen because that will damage the gun. In this particular case, I went ahead and replaced this part. This part you normally do not have to replace, but you can see this, like I said, that little yellow gasket was given away that the media is traveling into this on an angle, and you can see here how it's beginning to erode the inside of this housing out, and eventually it would go completely through and blow out up here right above the A in USA, because you can see that's where it's kind of wearing at. So since I have a couple of these, I had a couple in stock, I went ahead and replaced it because this one is starting to wear and it will just continue to get worse and eventually it will blow through. And it will also make your nozzles start to wear your nozzles unevenly. So that's why I did that. So we we did that a couple of months ago. We talked about the blast cabinet, and I just wanted to kind of follow up because I talked about some of the expendable items that you use on the cabinet, and I thought this was a good chance to look at it. I'll probably pop this light out and clean it, so it's it'll be brighter again. It gets very dusty in there, so everything gets dusty. So you just gotta wipe it down and should be all right. So once we get this filter swapped out, our dust evacuation system should be back up and running. We got new nozzle on the gun, new set of gloves, and a new lens, and we'll be ready to roll and blast some more stuff. I've been working on parts for the 151 engine. We've got a couple blasted and a couple more over here that are already blasted and painted. And so trying to get through some of the parts that'll go back on this engine, and hopefully in short order. So with that, like and subscribe. Check out the museum, mimths.org, and we'll talk to y'all next time.